It is possible to bring your ex-boyfriend back into your life, but the most essential thing is to maintain him once he is back. And this is where the majority of women fall short. Getting your ex back entails helping him recall what you shared, ignoring disagreements for the sake of happiness, and having him realize how wonderful your relationship was. Along with the emptiness that your lover left, a breakup includes emotional baggage, guilt, and emotional instability that may be stifling to deal with. Girls typically take the back seat to cry or feel guilty. He's gone, yet your heart still feels. You can't even see which way you're going to get him back because you're in the rear seat. You may wind up taking the incorrect roads. Even if it appears impossible, there are techniques to get your ex-boyfriend back. Here are top 10 tips and methods on how to get your ex-boyfriend back. But before we continue with our video, we are requesting all of you to please subscribe to our channel, Billyver. And just like you, we are believers of love and happy relationships, and our main goal is for you to build great relationships with the ones you love. Please subscribe to our channel and comment, "I am a believer of love," so we can officially welcome you to our channel. May all of you be well, especially during this time of pandemic and wherever you are in the world. We hope and pray for your safety and good health. Number 1. Improve your self-esteem before attempting to win back your ex-boyfriend after he broke up with you. Relationships should be a part of your life, not the other way around. Don't let him become the center of your universe. You should not put your life on pause because he is no longer there. While grieving is okay, all other areas of your life should continue to operate regularly. And if you don't, you're elevating him above all other considerations, which is why he became irritated in the first place. Because you didn't have a life until your romance became your life. This could indicate that you have a lot of personal issues that need to be addressed. If he is the one who dumped you and left, you have even more cause to reflect and work on your self-esteem. To win back your ex-boyfriend after he broke up with you, you must demonstrate that you are in a good emotional place and that you are a self-respecting person who knows what they deserve in life. Number 2. Stop blaming him for what went wrong. Nothing in a relationship is one-sided. Maturity is acknowledging that you both made mistakes and, instead of addressing and realizing them, you kept blaming, which obviously did less harm to your ego but harmed your relationship to the point where one or both of you decided to break up. Bringing up old troubles and blaming them for it will not make them crawl back to you, especially if they did something wrong and you dumped them. They are already hurt because you abandoned them. You don't want to add salt to the wound. It is now time to practice forgiveness and make things right. It will not help to point the finger at them. Number 3. Remind your ex-boyfriend of your bond to entice him back when he has a new girlfriend. You were a friend to him before you were a girlfriend, so be that friend to him again while keeping your distance. He should not question your motivations and should understand that your aims are purely for friendship. You must be astute in this endeavor. Because if he already has a new girlfriend and thinks your presence would endanger her, he might panic out. So don't drop hints and flirt with him like there's no tomorrow. Be that vital buddy and support system for him once more. This is the most critical step towards reuniting with your ex-boyfriend, especially if he has a new woman in his life. If you arrive here, you will have completed half of the task. Number 4. Begin hunting for explanations and reuniting with your ex-boyfriend, even if it appears impossible. It's human psychology. We never accept that whatever went wrong was our fault. We enjoy assigning blame. He may have instigated the breakup, but you must delve deeper to determine what went wrong. When relationships dissolve, we tend to focus on the larger picture or discuss major blunders. Big blunders, on the other hand, never ruin a relationship. There are so many minor moments and things that we choose to ignore or dismiss, but they remain in the back of our minds. Number 5. One of the ways to get your former boyfriend back is to avoid contacting him all the time. Often, when we are looking for solutions, we are bombarded with hundreds of other questions. And this might lead to a series of conversations about what went wrong and other elements of your relationship. Trust us when we say it can go on forever. As a result, buzzing him every time you have a question is a bad idea. In this aspect, the no contact rule is far superior. If you don't contact him, you'll have to figure out the answers on your own, or you'll have to wait till the proper time comes. However, insisting on his accountability will just drive him away because he needs to figure out the majority of the answers on his own. Number 6. Demonstrate to him that you have grown. You should be a happy lady, and never do something solely to impress him. You have the right to be happy with or without him. You might be happier with him, but even without him, you should know how to be happy. Yes, the process of reuniting with an ex-boyfriend is incredibly self-reflective and crucial not only for your relationship, but also for you as a person. The key is that if he sees you happy, he may miss you. It will remind him of the positive aspects of you. He might also be curious to discover if the split has had no effect on you. This itch drives him insane and is ideal for reuniting with an ex-boyfriend who has moved on. Even if he has moved on, he will be blown away by how happy and healthy you appear. Number 7. Get your former boyfriend back quickly by texting him and staying in touch. After you've finished piquing his interest, you can finally start talking to him. At the very least, he won't classify you as a weirdo or an ex who is simply frightening since so much time has gone. Furthermore, he sees you happy and doing your own thing, and he knows you aren't still fixated on him. So send some texts and attempt to stay in touch with him to make him your buddy again. Remember that you may talk about anything and everything. Accept your history. You must help him realize what he is missing in his life rather than bringing up all the terrible details that will just make him flee even deeper. You must make him miss you by reminding him of the excellent times you had together. Number 8. Once you've made friends, ask your queries in between chats. When you notice a healthy friendship blossoming, begin teasing him about finding a female or his girlfriend and whether or not she would be better than you. You can even ask him the questions you've been thinking about. Again, be cautious and wise. What should I say to entice him to return? To dig into his dating life, you can say things like, "Why don't you go out with her? I'm sure she wouldn't irritate you with her habits like I did," or, "Does she cook mean spaghetti like I do?" As a result, this will eventually spark a discourse about the past, which will undoubtedly arise regardless of what you do. He might start mentioning what he didn't like about you. Or he may tell you that he has been thinking that life will be impossible without you. In any case, many of your queries will be answered. Number 9. Do you and your partner still have feelings for each other? Don't get caught up in ego games or make it your life's aim to make him want you back simply because he dumped you and you want to prove a point. How to get your ex-boyfriend back begins with being upfront about your objectives. If you discover after confronting him that he has no feelings for you, abandon your quest and move on with your life. This entire aim was to determine if he is still in love with you and to figure out if there is opportunity for improvement. However, if he has made it apparent that he loves his new girl or is entirely over you, it may be time to seek closure and begin a new chapter. But if he has feelings for you and you have affection for him, you should try to reconcile. If he has declared his affections for you, you can easily reclaim your ex-boyfriend, even if it seems impossible. Nothing can now stand in your way. Number 10. Confront each other honestly in order to reclaim your ex-boyfriend after he has moved on. He claims to have moved on, but this is unlikely to be the case. So it's time to approach him and burst his bubble. He's just convinced himself that he's moved on so that he doesn't think about you all the time. Wait until he says he misses you. When he says this, bring up the subject of what went wrong for him with you both. You can discuss anything and have all the answers. You can both talk about your past, and addressing your past is the best way to recover. Once you understand what went wrong, you can quickly correct and solve the underlying issues.